Okie dokie, welcome everyone. I'm on the road to 1,000 bridges wins. Let's see where I stand. 984. This is hype, guys. I'm super excited. Hope you are too. So without any further ado, I'd like to kindly ask you to keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle and enjoy the ride. Hey guys, Cloak and Hood here, bringing you another epic Minecraft video. Today it's a tutorial coming straight from the Mineplex server. It is how to win the Mineplex bridges. Okay guys, to make this super easy for you, I've broken all my tips and tricks down into two parts. Part 1 is the preparation and part 2 is the fight. Starting off with preparation, guys, this is the 10 minutes at the start of each game that you're going to want to use to find as many resources as you can so that you're well prepared for the fight. As you can see here, guys, leaning over the edge, and I've found diamonds. This is called void mining, and you can do it on any map. It's a really good technique for finding ores exposed on the side of your island. Whilst it is easier to do this on the void-based islands such as Skylands and Shroomlands, you can actually do this on any map, although on the water maps it is more difficult just because it's harder to see through the water than it is to see through air. Whilst that may be true about water maps, the thing that you can do on those maps is cave mine. This is just by actively seeking out the caves, you're going to find a lot of exposed area which may contain ores such as iron and diamonds. The cool thing about the caves, guys, is they don't change positions. So if you are on a map and you find them, memorize where it is and you should be able to find it next time. So that's tip number 1 out of the way. Tip number 2 is super simple to remember. It is make an iron pick. An iron pick is a lot faster, guys. As you're going to see here, on the left I've got the stone pick, on the right I've got the iron pick. And the iron pick is 50% faster. That means for every 2 stone blocks you'll mine with a stone pick, you're going to be mining 3 with an iron pick. And over time, that's really going to add up, and you're going to find a lot more ores using the iron pick. Once you've found those ores, you're going to need the iron pick to mine them straight away before your teammates might come and take the ores that you discovered. Once you have collected all the ores you need using the void mining techniques and your iron pickaxe, you're going to move on to the crafting stage. Here, it's actually more complex than you might have thought. Some armor items have a higher value than you would expect for their given material. For example, leather boots are equal to gold boots, and a gold helmet is equal to an iron helmet. So by crafting those 2 items, you're actually saving your iron for what you really need it for, which is a chest plate, legs, and maybe a weapon. So as you can see, guys, I've only used 15 iron for my armor, and I have 7 armor bars, which is only 0.5 less than full iron. So tip 3, guys, is craft smart, stretch your materials to the limit. Once you've crafted your armor and your weapon, and if you still have time, you'll want to collect stews. On maps such as Shroomlands, this is going to be a lot easier because there's going to be more mushrooms available. But mushrooms do generate on every map, so if you have the time, make sure you make some for yourself and your teammates if you have extras. This is going to give you regen for the fight. If you're good enough at PvP, you'll be able to smash them out when you're actually fighting someone. But if you're not, that doesn't really matter. You can still smash them out when you're on the run. So to recap part 1, you will want to void mine, make an iron pick, craft smart with the golden helmet, and collect stews. If you follow all those tips, you should be ready and reasonably well geared for part 2, the fight. The first tip I'm going to give you for the fight, guys, is to be aware. As you see here, I'm killing a pig, I'm eating some meat, and I'm focusing solely on one guy. This is a bad thing to do, guys. This is an example of what not to do once the bridges fall. You should have your compass in your hand looking around, and as you can see, I almost got killed by that sneaky TNT guy coming from red. Thankfully though, I got there just in time, and he didn't bring any buddies, so we get the kill on this occasion. The following is an example of what you should be doing. You should have your compass in your hand so no one can come from behind and sneak attack you. You should be always looking around, ready to attack or to retreat. And as you see here, I see my window of opportunity and I take out this guy. And that's the next tip, guys. Use your abilities. As you saw there, I used Berserker Leap. Now I'm just going to show you some footage of how you should correctly use your kit to get some kills. Because I know a lot of you guys haven't unlocked or purchased all the kits, I'm going to be focusing mainly on the 2 starting kits, Berserker and Appler. In this video I'm Appler, and as you can see I'm taking a lot of damage. But Appler's very well rounded. As you can see here, it is self-defense as I spam him, and if you hit him enough times you can turn self-defense into attack. Another perk of the Appler kit is of course that it is ranged. So it means you can take out people from a short distance away without taking any damage. Here you'll see I just got a kill knocking someone off the edge there, and soon enough I'll get another kill here with my apples without taking any damage. Here I'm quickly just going to show you a clip of a TNT kit. A lot of people I've noticed have trouble using this kit efficiently, so I'm going to show you two quick uses for it. Here's the first one. It's kind of obvious, just using TNT to kill people trapped in a tight space such as a cave or perhaps a sky base. Another way you're going to use TNT, guys, is to separate teammates. Here you'll see two guys coming towards me. I throw down two TNT, one of them gets scared away, leaving me in a one-on-one with this next guy, who I managed to take out there. It would have been a 2-on-1, guys, but because of the TNT, I made it a 1-on-1 and got a kill. As I parkour across these mushroom bridges, you'll see that I'm thinking back to tip 1, and that is being aware. I have my compass out. I can identify that the blue team is my only concern right now. And as I look around, look for other avenues to attack, I quickly find that the middle has been blocked off by a destructor or a bomber, and so I try to devise another plan to get over to the blue island. As I'm piling up using these cobblestone blocks, I think about tip 2, using my ability. I look out, I can see a little beam out there, but notice what I do, guys. I actually don't leap, because that is a very far gap. I'm a bit worried that I'm going to fall down. I try building across, I get knocked down, but that's not really a big concern because I can leap straight back up, really utilizing my ability there. I make the gap a bit smaller so I can make a safer jump. And as you can see, I make the jump comfortably. And that's tip 3, guys. Know your limitations, don't take silly risks, know how far you can jump, know how well you can PvP. As you see here, guys, my teammate doesn't know how far he can jump, doesn't quite make it, and falls to his death. A very cheap death, and a teammate lost. Drop bearing down on this person, fall damage finishes her off, and I turn around, smash a stew I've prepared earlier, and I go to work on this shiny diamond man. As soon as his buddy comes across and makes it 2v1, I realise I have to get out of there. I'm not the type of player who's going to win a 2v1 very often, so I leap away, have a couple more stews, and regather with my teammates. This final tip can come before or after the bridges, but I've put it in part 2 because it comes into effect a little bit more after the bridges have fallen. And it is being a good teammate. So as you see there, guys, I'm throwing down some iron ingots for my teammate, making sure everyone's well geared, giving away my spare armor and my spare food. It's always a good way to make new friends and just make sure everyone's happy on your team, everyone's feeling willing to follow you into a fight. The second way you can be a really good teammate is to communicate. Communication, you can do it in a number of different ways. The obvious ones are TeamSpeak and Skype, they're the most advanced. But it can be as simple as hitting someone with an axe to get their attention, as you see here. Not even spoken a word to me. I think she's actually muted in this occasion. But she hits me, gets my attention, and shares some armor with me. Here you'll see another basic example of communication. I tell my teammates that I'm going to go to Blue Island because I see a bit of an opportunity there to get some kills. I leap over, it looks a bit reckless, but because I've told my teammates where I'm going, it's actually quite safe, and I know my teammates are right behind me. As you see there, it's me and 2 teammates now, versus these relatively unarmed blues. And we make short work of them, although I think this one escapes. That's alright. And running down in this cave, again, it looks reckless, but because I know my teammates are right behind me, I'm feeling quite safe about it. I go down, they're not ready, it's a sneak attack. That guy's already low, and we managed to take out this blue team. That's all I've got time for today, and that's all the tips I'm going to give to you guys. I hope you learned something. If you did, be sure to give it a like. I'm going to set a target of 15 likes for this video. So once again, this is Cloak and Hood, saying thanks for watching, and ciao for now.